morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. When I saw that positive affirmation, I thought that that was, you know, it just fit to a T today. And y'all know I love winning, and I think that when a certain person says that, I know it gets on my nerves, because as most of y'all know that have watched me for a while, I love 2.5 Men, and I'm mad because Paramount has taken it off of the evenings. I know I can watch it on Peacock, but that scares me. I'm afraid they're going to take it off Peacock. And it is on one of them other channels too, but it don't come on till like 8 o'clock. Anyway, that's the way it is. Any show I like, they end up taking it off. I know I ended up having to buy Miami Vice because I wanted to see all the seasons, not just the first one. Alright, and that don't have anything to do with what I'm going to talk about today. So I got my blood work back, and I'm going to go over some of it with you. Now, I'll probably put it up on a posting today, so you'll know that this is exactly what it is. Of course, my name's not going to be on there, because I'm not putting out my private information. But this is my blood work. I would swear on a Bible that this is my blood work. And it's not all good. A lot of it's good, but some of it's not good. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not where I want it to be. Alright, I guess this is as close as I'm going to get, instead of riding around. Now, it's cloudy. It's 34 degrees. Tomorrow, I didn't put up a video yesterday. Started to, but I didn't. Anyway, they're calling for snow in the mountains tonight. We're going to barely miss it again. And then the one they're calling for this weekend, I guess the big one, we're going to miss that one too. We might see some flakes, they said, tonight, but not, we're not going to get any accumulation. Once again, we're in that path where we miss it. We miss it. I just want one good one. That's all. One good one. 6 inches or more. But not a foot. Well, I would take a foot as long as it's going to warm right back up. And I don't want a blizzard. Alright, let's cut that fan off. Let's cut the machine off. And why? I've got that volume turned down. Alright. Let's get into my blood work. Cholesterol. Now, before I say what it is, okay, I'm going to do this last. Before I say what it is, you can put it in the comments and put down, this is total cholesterol, the total lipid panel, and we'll see if you're right. All right, now, we'll go over here and look at this other ones. Okay, sodium is 141, which is normal. Potassium is 4.1, which is normal. Chloride, 102, which is normal. CO2 is 29. It's up on the upper end, but I don't know what that really means. The anion gap, whatever that is 10, which is normal. Magnesium is 1.7, which is low. So that's one bad one. And then my blood urea nitrogen is 25, which is right at the borderline of being high. My creatine is 0.54, which is low. So that's another one that's low. My total protein is 6.4, which is the borderline of being low, which you would not believe because I'm supposed to be eating more meat. I know I'm not eating enough. I know that. My albumin, and I'm not pronouncing these right, is 4.1, which is normal. Bilirubin is 0.3, which is borderline low. Alkaline phosphatase is 61, normal. Aspartate, AST is 1.5, which is normal. When I say normal, it's in that normal range. ALT is 17, normal. Calcium 8.7, which is on the lower end of normal. My bone to creatine ratio is 46.3, which is high, really high. Okay, now we're back to cholesterol. And my A1C is high, 6.6. She wants me to try to get it down to 5.9 in 6 months. We'll see. All right. My HDL cholesterol is 60. My LDL cholesterol is 83. So therefore, my total cholesterol lipid panel is 166. And my triglycerides is 124. Which, as long as it's below 150, you're fine. So my non-HDL cholesterol is 106. Which, I've heard that's the one you really need to worry about. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I know the other one, but the carnivore doctors will say the non-HDL cholesterol is the one you should really be concerned with. Whatever. Anyway, it's 106. It's fine. So the only thing I got to do is, she did say she was going to call me a magnesium pill. Now I have been taking some magnesium, but I will say I don't take it every day. But I don't know if what I'm taking is any good anyway, because it's over the counter. Then the bone to creatine ratio is signifying that I'm probably dehydrated, and this is just me deciphering it. She said she wasn't worried about it because I told her I wasn't drinking any water, and I've not been. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. The past 2 months, I've not been drinking water like I should. I know that, and I really haven't been eating like I should. Y'all know I'm eating way too many sweets, so I've got to get back on it. So I'm back on it. Boiled eggs. Anyway, it could have been a lot worse, so I'm fine with it. But I have to go back in a month anyway for my breathing issue, and to talk to her more about my thyroid. My thyroid, and I don't know why I didn't print that out, but I didn't, is borderline at the high end of the range. It has never been that high before. She thinks I'm still fine, but I'm kind of disagreeing with her because it's gone up. And I don't know if she's watching this, she may can clear some of this up, but it's gone from 1 point something to 5.9, or I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But I know it's at the borderline high. But still in that green range. But I've never been that high before. So I don't know what that means. Now, I said I've been having heart palpitations. Could that be causing the heart palpitations? Or could it have been that she had put me on those fluid pills that were higher in milligrams, which I'm not taking now, and I've not had any heart palpitations. So was it that? Now, I thought about my potassium being low, but it's not causing the heart palpitations. But anyway, that's what it is. Like I say, could have been a lot worse. I constantly, I do worry sometimes about my cholesterol starting to go up, because I know my grandmas was really low. My grandma that lived to be in her 80s. My other grandma died in her 50s. But she had 12 kids. Hers did not start getting high until she was like 76, 77. But I still worry that I'll end up being like her. Because it went from like one time to being, you know, lower, I mean under 200, to all of a sudden being 300 and some. But she was not going to the doctor like she should. Also, she dipped snuff. You know, I don't know what difference that makes or what, you know. I know that it's a form of tobacco, which I've never done, so, you know. Anyway, just thought I'd share that information. All right, I've got, wanted to show you a couple of things before I go. This is all beauty related. And then we'll go to work. All right, I got the Estee Lauder Doublewear concealer, and I'm wearing it today. I think it's very similar to the NARS, whatever their concealer is, because that's the other one that I feel like is more full. Not the one in the pot, but the other one. The one that's been around forever. I'm not so sure about this shade. I have two in. I really think I'd like one just a shade lighter. But I think they were out of the shade I wanted. So I went to the next one because I didn't want to go too light. But I'll look and see what shades they have. Maybe I need a 2C or something like that. Anyway, I just wish it was just a little bit, because I had it yesterday and I used it yesterday, but I noticed with my foundation I was using, I was using that Jane Iredale and using Laura Geller powder over it, that this looked almost too dark against that one. Today I'm wearing the Natasha Denona foundation, and it looks fine with it. So I just would like to have another shade so I can play around. But it's $30-some. Now, do I think it's any better than... I don't think it's any... It's different from... You know, you can't compare it to Maybelline Age Rewind. Now, that new Maybelline I do have, and I don't like it at all. The Lift It Up or whatever it is. I'll try to find it. It was on TikTok. I don't know if they put it in the stores yet. It was supposedly exclusive to TikTok. And I haven't talked about it because I just don't like it. And there again, maybe it's the shade. But I just didn't like the texture of it. I didn't feel that... I thought, please don't take away Maybelline Age Rewind for this. Because I worry when they come out with new things, they're going to take something away. All right, y'all. I got to go. It's 13 minutes long. I've been talking long enough. I don't want to make it long. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all all are doing great. Hope if you're getting... I know it's supposed to turn colder. So stay warm. And, you know, onward and upward. And winning Wednesday. Love you. Bye.